Hello friends, welcome to this video. This is Rohit. Friends, in today's video we are going to discuss topic called sessions in PHP. So let's start. First of all, we will try to understand what are sessions and why we require them. So basically, session is a solution for storing the information which will be accessible for across multiple web pages. So you can store information in such a way which will be available across multiple web pages. So there are basically two solutions for this. One is session and another one is cookies. Friends, we have discussed cookies in detail within the last video. If you didn't watch that video, please go and watch that video so you can understand the concept of cookies. How cookies also can be used for storing information which will be available for all web pages within the application. If you have a situation where you need to share certain common data with all web pages, then you can go for the concept of session or cookies. So session have their own advantages, cookies have their own advantages. So as per your requirement, you can choose session or cookies. So in today's video, we are going to discuss session concept. So session is a concept with which we can store information in such a way that it will be accessible for all web pages. Now in cookies, what happen? Whatever information we want to share with multiple web pages, it is stored on user's computer. Okay, but in case of session, the information is stored on server actually. Okay, that is the important difference, main difference between cookies and session. So in case of cookies, whatever information we want to share, it is getting stored on user's computer itself. Whereas in case of sessions, whatever information we want to share across multiple web pages, it will get stored within the server. So cookies are client side concept, you can say, whereas sessions are server side concept. Now whenever you try to work with such application where you will try to open application, where you will try to perform certain task and then you will try to close that application after performing your task. So these all activities are representing the concept of session. So where session started, when you open the application, and where session ended, whenever you close the application. And computer can basically track you with help of session concept. So computer can watch all your activities with help of session concept. But on the internet, on the web, we have a protocol called HTTP protocol, which is stateless protocol. Means every request within HTTP protocol will be executed independently. So HTTP protocol cannot maintain the state. That's why it is stateless protocol. Means if you imagine that HTTP is maintaining the state of all users, then how much it will be difficult to implement it. So it cannot maintain the state. Then question comes, how to track user? So solution is your session. So actually on web, server don't know who you are and what you do. All these questions cannot be answered by server because client and server are communicating with the HTTP protocol, which do not maintain the state. So session comes in picture and they solve this problem. So what session do? So they store certain information regarding you on the server, and that information can be used across multiple web pages within all your application. So whatever data you will store within session, all that information will be available for all web pages within the application. Whenever you close your browser, the session gets end. So you can say that these session variables basically holding the information regarding single user, regarding particular user, and that information will be available for all web pages. As I told you, if you close your browser, session will get destroyed. But what in case if you want to store certain information permanently? So later on as well you can access it. So in that case you can go for databases. So you can store the session information within database. So it will be stored in permanent manner. So later on as well you can go and you can access that information. So in PHP, the session is used for storing the data on server rather than client side. So in case of cookies we have seen the data is stored on client side, but in case of sessions the data is placed within the server itself. And in PHP the sessions are basically identified by SID. SID is nothing but session ID. This is the unique number you can say with which each session can be identified, and based on that user can be recognized. So this session ID is used for tracking the user. So whenever session is created, one unique ID will be generated. So friends, here this SID is basically a unique number which is used for identifying the user. Now here in the discussion we will try to understand how these sessions are better than cookies. So as I told, session and cookies both are used for storing certain user related data, and that can be accessible across multiple web pages within your application. But in case of cookies, they have certain security issues because these cookies are storing data on user's computer. So they are open for the attackers, and attacker can modify the contents of cookies. Okay, and if attacker modify the content of cookies in wrong way, your application may get crash as well, or you may get certain unexpected result. But on the other hand, you have the sessions, and sessions are basically stored on server, so they are more secure as compared to cookies. Cookies can store only small amount of data. If there is necessity to store certain large amount of data which should be available for multiple web pages, then you can go for session concept, because sessions are created with session variables and your data will be stored within session variables. So if you have requirement of storing certain more information, then sessions will be good choice. So sessions are basically global variables which are stored on server, and each session is basically assigned with certain unique ID, and that unique ID is called SID, that is session ID. So whenever session is created, this session ID cookies is also getting created within our browser. So if your browser is supporting cookies, this session ID cookie will be used by our server for identifying the user. Otherwise the session ID will be passed within the user's URL, with which the user will get identified. Now friends, we will try to understand how to create session within PHP. So in PHP, for creating a session, we have to use a function called session start. So the first step within creating session is starting a session. So after starting session, you will be able to store certain values within session variable. So how to start session? We have to use a built-in function called session start. So this function is used for starting a new session. This function also creates a new session ID, that is SID. So if your browser is supporting cookies, then SID cookies will be created within your browser's cookies section, and if your browser is not supporting cookies, then the SID will be passed within the URL in every request, so user can be tracked. So how to use this? So I will try to show you. So if this is my file, then I will write here session start. Now one important thing here, session start should be always first statement within the file. It should be always first statement within the file, and then all rest of the statement should be appear. So in whichever file you want to use the concept of session, you should always put this session start function at the top of your all statements. Now next thing, how to store session data. Now we know how to create sessions. So for that we have to use one super global array variable called $_session. So friends, this super global array variable can be used for storing the session data, and we can access the stored data within session with help of this super global array variable during the session lifetime. So for example, I will create now one session variable here. So I will write $_session and specify here session variable name. Username is equal to demo. Now you can see we have created one session variable here called username. This is the name of session variable, and what is its value? Its value is demo. Like this I can create session variable. For example, one more session variable we will create. Let's say location is equal to Pune. So here I have created two session variables. Username is the first session variable with value demo, and location is the second session variable with value Pune. Okay, now I have created session variable and their value within this file. Now I want to access these values within another file, within another web page. Then what I can do, see here, I will create new file. Let's say demo 88.php. Now within this file I want to access the session variables value. So what I have to do? So first of all I need to start the session here. If I directly refer that values, it will not accessible. For example, if I write echo and I will copy this, okay, and if I type localhost / okay, here our session variable will get created. I will add one statement here, echo session variables are created, like this. Okay, so if I refresh now, you can see you will get this output. Now I will try to run another file, so which is demo 88.php. Now you can see here we are getting this warning, undefined variable session. Okay, why we are getting this warning here? Because here we are trying to access the session variable without starting the session. Whenever you want to work with session, the session start function should be there. Then and then only you can use session within that file, and it should be the first statement. Now I have included session start, so this file will be able to access now the value of session variable. So if I go and refresh, you can see we are getting the user value here because we have started the session. Another value I can get in the same way. I will copy this and here I will write echo and I will remove this. Okay, I will add br here, so we will get it on new line. So if I refresh, you can see both session variables value we are getting here. Like this we can create the session, we can create the session variables, and we can access the session variable values. Now next thing, if you want to destroy certain session values, certain session data, then how you can do that? So for that we can use unset function within PHP. So first of all, try to check if the session value is set or not. If it is set, then try to unset it. So I can simply use if statement and I will use here each set function, each set, and we will try to unset the value of location, let's say. So I will pass this value here. So if the value of location session variable is set, then we will try to unset it using unset function. Okay, and for this function I will again pass the same session variable, so its value will be destroyed, and then we will print here echo, I will write the session variable location is destroyed. Okay, if I go to browser and if you try to see, you are getting this message, the session variable location is destroyed. Now if I go here and if I refresh this, you can see we are getting value of demo here, and we are not getting the value of location. Why this error we are getting? Because we have destroyed the location variable. That's why the statement echo session location will be invalid, because we have destroyed the location variable. Okay, this is how you can destroy the specific data. Now friends, imagine that I want to destroy everything whatever I have created within my session. What I can do? I can just use a function called session destroy. So for example, here I will use a function called session destroy. Now this session destroy function will remove every session variable from the session. So I will add one statement after this. The session variables are session destroyed. Okay, so if I refresh, you can see session destroyed, and if I now try to access here, you can see you are getting this error. The array key username is undefined. Why? Because we have destroyed the session. That's why you cannot access this username session variable. Okay, this is how we can unset specific data, or we can destroy all data from session using session destroy. Now one example we will try to see here. Okay, how we can implement the visitor counter here using concept of session. So here first of all I will start the session using session start, then I will create one counter variable here, and what logic we will write here? If it's set the session counter variable, if it returns true, then we will increment the counter value by 1. Okay, if it is not set, then we will initialize its value to 1. Okay, so I will write here session counter is equal to 1. So here we will print the value of counter. Okay, so I will write here h1 counter value, and how I will access the session variable? So I will simply print this. Okay, so I will go to browser and see what will happen. So file is demo77. So you can see right now value is 1. If I refresh my page, you can see the value of counter is getting incremented like this. Okay, so you can create counter for your web page like this. Okay, simply first of all check if this session variable is set already, then increase its value. If not set, then set its value to 1. Okay, and at last print the value of counter like this. Now friends, I will try to show you how basically PHP manages the session. Whenever you create session variable, where they are getting stored, how they are getting shared with all that thing I will try to show you. Okay, now see here, I will remove all these things, and now here I will create one session variable. Okay, so let's say session, and variable name is demo, and for example I will store certain value here. Let's say value 1, like this. Now whenever I create session variable like this within my file, where this session variables will get stored, okay, that I will try to show you. And whenever you create session, how SID value is getting created within your browser, that will also we will try to see. Okay, so I will go to browser and I will refresh this web page. Okay, we are not getting out any output because we are not printing anything. Okay, so if I print its value echo, and I will copy this like this. Now if we go to developer tools, here within application tab you can see there are section of cookies. Now if I click on this cookies, you can see here one cookie is getting created, that is PHP session ID, and you can see certain random value this cookie is getting. So every request within this browser will be identified by this session ID. And one more important thing, your browser basically identifies and accesses the session variables with help of this cookie value. If your browser do not have support for cookie value, then this session ID will be passed within every request. So in URL you will be able to see this session ID. Now I will try to show you where your session variables are stored. So for that you need to go to XAMPP directory, and within XAMPP I will show you first of all php.ini file. So if I open this file within Sublime, and if I search for session, okay, you can see here session save path. So where session variable should get stored, see here, you can see the location of your session variable, where it is in D drive in XAMPP directory under temporary folder. All your session variables are stored. Now how to identify, see here, I will go to XAMPP directory and you will find now one temporary folder here, TMP. Now inside this you can see we have the all session files. Now how to identify current session file? So what you can do, see here, go to more tools and developer again, see the value of your session ID. What is its value? 3ONG, and at last we have VHG. So same kind of file you will find here. Here you can see the first file 3ONG, and at last we have VHG, and it start with SCSS, that represent it is session file. You can see there are multiple session files right now. So whenever you use sessions within your PHP program, this kind of session file will get created. And what your browser basically do, whenever you try to request the session variable value, it try to go to this location and it has the cookie value with it. So same cookie value it try to find out within the file name, you can see, and that file it try to read. Now if I open this file, you can see there are two session variables. One is counter that we have used previously because we are still within the same session, and another variable you can see demo that we have created here, demo. And what is its value? Its value is value 1. You can see its value is value 1. So like this the PHP stores your session variable within your server, and where this temp directory is available, it is available on server, you can see. Okay, so your data of session variables is stored within these files like this. So whenever you try to read the value of session variable, it try to go to the temp location, it find out the current session file with help of session ID. Okay, and then simply it read the requested variable value. So whenever I write statement like echo session demo, so it actually reading this file, and from this file it is retrieving the value of this demo variable. What is its value? Value 1. So we are getting here value 1. Okay, like this the session variable and the concept of session is implemented here within PHP. Now friends, whenever we will try to destroy session, what happens? See, now I will try to unset the value of counter. For example, within this file I will try to unset the value, and I will write here session counter. Okay, now I will refresh this file and let's see what happened. Now I will reopen our session file. Now you can see the counter variable is removed now. Why? Because I have destroyed it. That's why it is removed from our session file. So right now there is only one session variable demo, and with value 1. Okay, now I will try to destroy the session. See here what will happen. I will write session destroy. Okay, before this I will close this file. So what will happen? That file will get removed. Okay, so I will save this and I will refresh this. Now if I go to that location, you can see that file is removed directly because we have destroyed the session. So all variables will get removed and session file will also get removed. Okay, like this the session works. If I comment this and if I again refresh this page, now you can see again session file is getting created. If you open it, you will find demo variable within it. Okay, like this the sessions are available within PHP, which are basically help us to share the common data across multiple web pages. And what is concept, how PHP is implementing it? They are simply creating one temporary file with certain unique identifier, that is basically session ID, and whatever session variables we are creating, they are storing that variable and their values within that file. So whichever web page want that file, it simply read that file, and this is how the PHP has implemented the session concept. Friends, if you find this video useful, please like and share this video. I will see you in next video. Thank you for watching.